A live look at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. Today, a Sunshine State showdown, and in Florida, they believe their level of football is just a cut above. It's the Florida Gators and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Gators ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll try the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
A handoff for Watson. Fights off a defender. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Here's the pressure. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. It's Wade. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 20. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Running the red zone. It's ball. Made a defender miss. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off and just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Got a man. It's Wade. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Complete. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
It's caught.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Rush is on him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Finds his tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's a give to Watson. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Running right, it's Ball. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the Gators moving quickly to the line. He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Right on the money. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff for Ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Touchdown Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Thomas. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
In the red area, it's Watson. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. He's brought down at the 45-yard line. The Gators right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion, but every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a give the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the Knights will call their third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pulls it in, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Gators want to move quickly.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run, it's Pryor. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. That's caught. It's Barnett. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. On the ground, it's Pryor. Makes a man miss. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Ball again. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game.
Makes the grab in their space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this
gets away from one, finds room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jaden one more time. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's picked off at the goal line. Looking for more room. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pulls it in, it's Watson. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
On third down, here's Watson. He's got enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 37.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive end
makes a grab and room to run. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking.
He caught it down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
Touchdown Knights! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. The quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. Drills him with the stiff arm. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Gators are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Got the quick pass.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Now the play fake. Going for 6. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heel.
Turning it on!
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking to scramble. Rolling right and going deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Chambers. There's a crease. Touchdown, UCF! And here they come, almost all the way back.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
To the air, it's Barnett. The short hands, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. A handoff for Watson. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Looking for a big play. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously, the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Got some room to run, and he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this.
Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. Off-play action on 1st down. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Grabbed behind the line, it's Watson. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. and I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Here's the give to Watson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this is just one of those.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's ball. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Fires into the end zone, and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
And that will be in the